Hi guys, my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome old subscribers, welcome new. If you like my videos, please press the like button. If you like them even more, please subscribe. Alexa, what's the time please?
It's 6:53 p.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
It's Wednesday the 3rd of August.
So, earlier on, I went downstairs to check my mailbox and my bank card was in my mailbox. That's all the post I had was from Barclays Bank with my bank card in it. So, someone calling me from London. I don't know who it is. That's someone calling me from London. So I had my bank card arrive. The first thing I did was go to the cash point machine, which is at the side of the Co-op Rochester, and I activated my card. Right, so I've got a new card now. So what I then did was go into the Co-op. I withdrew some money from the cash point, then I went into the Co-op. I've been talking to this Paul Silverman by email, and I think it's nice when you're emailing somebody to show the real person and to see who you're really talking to. This guy has told me that he is disabled and in a wheelchair and that he can't walk, he's got arthritis and he's disabled. So I thought, if we correspond with each other every day and we become friends, then it's nice to see who you're talking to by email. So I sent a photograph of myself because he described himself as fat and like a corkscrew. Like fat, ugly and like a corkscrew. So I sent a photo of myself, and I'm quite slim now, and I'm not fat, and I don't look like a corkscrew. I've slimmed down quite a lot. I've got a nice suntan, and I'm not that bad for 53. So when I got that, when he was describing himself as, I think I've got it right. I've got the email to my phone. Go into my Gmail, get Paul Silverman's. So in the photo I was wearing shorts, these shorts, right? Nothing wrong with these shorts, is there? They're just, jeans. So I went into the Co-op after Paul's message and, to make someone feel bad about themselves, people say you're fat when you're thin, you're ugly when you're not, and they call you a tramp when you actually dress quite nicely, actually. So you have to rise above that, and it's very difficult when you're feeling depressed and down to rise above people's So that is the photo I sent Paul Silverman. Right? Do I look fat and like a corkscrew? Because that's what he described himself after I sent him that photo. Fat and like a corkscrew. So that's my photograph. I haven't received one from Paul yet, but apparently he's disabled in a wheelchair. He's got arthritis. I'm trying to find the email where he said that he likened himself to... Right, I can't find it. We've emailed so much here that I can't find it. find it, so. I'd like to go out with you, but you should know that I use a wheelchair or a scooter when I'm not driving. You also sent me a picture of a girl wearing Shine clothing, Shein, and she was quite attractive and younger than me. As for that Shine dress I showed you, he's going on about the Shine dress he showed me, and I can't get hold of that either. He sent me a picture of a very thin, pretty young woman. Can't find it. Well, I've been emailing this chap. I went into the co-op. There was an older woman with grey hair, and she had longer shorts on, a top. She was about 60. She was paying for her goods at the card cash till, and some workmen were in there laughing and making noises. That's after I was corresponding with Paul Silverman. So I went around and I got some things. I got some roast chicken Walker's crisps. I got an egg and cress sandwich. I got some various other bits. I've been having a bit of trouble with the tooth at the back. So I've been a bit irritated and miserable today because my back tooth is hurting. The gum, where they said it was an abscess, then they said it wasn't an abscess. So it's all inflamed down there again. And as anyone knows, when you've got toothache or your gums are sore, it makes you feel miserable and unhappy. And I just wanted to cheer myself up. And it seems like everybody wants to put me down and make fun about my weight and I'm not fat. Make fun about what I look like, and I'm not that bad. I can't see what they see at all. What they're telling me I am, when I don't feel that way. So, later on in the afternoon, the neighbour upstairs went out, as he usually does, in his t-shirt and his shorts and his trainers, and he gets into his car, which was parked down there, Foley Apartments, I believe. He keeps parking outside. There's a blonde woman lives in there, and he's parked out there for 2 nights in a row. And he went out, and when I went out afterwards into the shop after receiving that email, I felt awful when I walked into the co-op, because I think I look good for 53. And to walk into a shop and hear and laughter is not nice. So I went up to the counter to pay for my goods. I felt unwell, all my gums are sore, and the chap just put the bags on the counter and I put my things in it. The other day, Kim put these two bottles in a plastic bag for me. Now, she's not a bloke, and she put my shopping in a bag. This bloke just put the bags on the till, and I was struggling to put my shopping quick enough into the bag. I didn't get cross or anything. I just put my stuff in it and I walked out, as you do. It just seems, I don't know, people can't possibly read your emails, surely, unless it's someone working in the co-op or it's someone down the street doing it. But emails and what you do in your flat is supposed to be confidential. And another thing, I laughed earlier on. This Paul Silverman sent me an email and it made me laugh. So I laughed out loud, and my laugh is, everybody's got a laugh. Everybody's got a different laugh. Some people laugh really loudly, some people laugh softly, some people giggle. And it was like someone was imitating my voice. So I laughed, and then about 30 seconds later, someone laughed exactly like I did. It was exactly the same. And then a load of dogs started barking afterwards. And I was in my flat answering this Paul Silverman when it happened, and I wrote to him and I said, "That's really weird. I was just writing to you and I laughed at something you said. Then a few seconds afterwards, another woman started laughing, exactly the same, like she was taking the piss out of the way I was laughing, and a load of dogs barked." Now, I've been relatively quiet in my flat. I haven't been angry, I haven't shouted, because he has actually been quiet upstairs. I haven't heard any noise at all. And last night I came home and I wasn't angry, and they was all noisy outside. A car like my son's parked outside my bedroom window just now, with a blonde woman with false eyelashes, blonde with false fake eyelashes, mascara and eyeliner, outside my bedroom window. Right? I haven't seen my son for over a week now. And the last time I saw him, he parked where that blonde woman was with her false eyelashes. I've been indoors most of the day. I went out to activate my card. I went into the Co-op to do some shopping. It's been extremely hot in here, sweating like a sauna. And I've ordered some things off Amazon, because my card has now been activated to cheer myself up. And as I think most women and men that feel depressed, can you understand that when you feel moody and upset, that you go and spend money, right, that you don't have, because buying something makes you feel better. But it doesn't work, because you buy it for about 5 minutes and then the novelty's worn off. And then you end up in debt because you keep buying things to cheer yourself up. And then you end up in debt, or the useless things are tossed away. I'm just looking for someone to spend some time with, to help, to maybe go around and walk with the dog. And something else that happened, I told this Paul Silverman I'd like somebody to teach me how to drive. So one of the guys in these flats is teaching his girlfriend to drive. Now, they've got learning plates on the back of the car. After I said to this Paul Silverman, I would like to learn how to drive and someone to teach me. So that it's done to make you feel like shit. So you feel shitty and you start snapping and you start shouting and you're entertainment for the animals outside. So I keep quiet. My life is a pile of crap. I'm stuck in here by myself with this dog 7 days a week. The times I have gone out have been with my son. My son is obviously, he's 25. Well, he's going to be 25 this year. And he wants to settle down, find a girlfriend and start a family and have a life. He doesn't want to keep being bogged down with his mother. I let my mum have a rest, and we're two women together. My son needs to find himself a lovely girlfriend, start a family, settle down, because he's nearly 30, right? Well, he will be. He doesn't want to keep, taking his mother out. It's the same with my dad. My dad said, I can't understand why somebody just won't, go out with you. He said, I'll walk down the street with you, my dad did. My mum will walk down the street with me. The only person I had trouble was my last partner, who was a drunk and an idiot, and he was so blind he couldn't see what he lost. He'd rather drink, take drugs and spend all the time drinking lager with his mates than take me anywhere. Right, so I've got stuff from the co-op, I've got food, I've got dinner. I'm not going to start shouting. He's been quiet. I'm just looking for someone to share my time with. Right, a son and a daughter should respect their mum, help and look after their mum when she needs help. You know, you shouldn't be made fun of and a laughing stock because you've got older, you've gone a bit grey and you're not as fast on your feet as you were. I mean, you should understand that your mum is got older, needs a bit of help. And when people keep saying to you, oh, you can't look after yourself, and then they leave you by yourself in your flat, that doesn't make sense either. I'm sick and tired of it. If you can't be bothered to help me, respect me, and talk to me as a human being, then don't bother talking to me at all, because I've had enough. And just because, you know, if you want to take the piss out the way I laugh, the way I look, and it makes you feel good, good. I'm glad it makes you happy, because it doesn't make me feel good. I'm somebody's mum, and you shouldn't treat your mum like a sack of shit, be rude, be nasty, and make fun of her. And if you don't like your mother, and you think she's dirty, disgusting, horrible, or whatever, then you wouldn't go around and visit your mother, would you? Would you call your mother up and visit your mum if she stank and if she was dirty? Would you visit your mother? Well, I personally would try and get my mum some help and support if I felt that way about my mother. Right, guys, I'm going to get off now. I'm going to look after myself. I'm going to take my dog out for a walk a bit later on. And probably those mails on the bench for the past 2 nights are up there. Let's look out the window and see if my neighbour's come in upstairs. I can't see if he's come in yet. Right. If people spent more time helping other people than worry about what they look like and trying to put a smile on somebody's face instead of trying to make them be miserable, this world would be a better place. To worry about what you look like is shallow, selfish, silly, childish, and looks fade, they go away. And anybody that is encouraging this bullying and evil behaviour towards me, would you do that to your mother? Would you treat your mother like shit, disrespect her, laugh at her, and leave her in a pile of shit? No, you wouldn't. See you later.